What is going on YouTube? Headed back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. I'm sorry for not posting yesterday's video early on. Believe it or not, I got up at like 7 a.m. in the morning yesterday, made the entire video, uploaded the entire video to YouTube, and was waiting for it to process so that I can upload it in 4K. And I was getting ready to go to the beach and totally forgot to click publish on my computer. And that's why it launched in the afternoon or late at night at like 10 o'clock at night for you guys. So I am super sorry about that. Did not mean to do that. That won't happen today. But I just found that very funny and I wanted to let you guys know as to why that happened. Because usually I don't miss videos really, and I don't plan on missing more videos as we move on here. But in regards to what we're talking about today, you can see Bitcoin had a slight uptick in the way it was trading here. We're actually retesting our resistance much earlier than I had anticipated for Bitcoin specifically. We had thought maybe June 14th or 15th, which would be about 9 days from today, but surprisingly, we're actually retesting that top resistance right now, which is quite surprising. Now you can see XRP is not yet there, but we are extremely close to hitting that resistance very soon. Ethereum is not necessarily there just yet. I mean, it depends on how you want to look at this. You know, you could skew it downwards just ever so slightly. Like you could leave it like this and this would look pretty accurate too, maybe a little bit higher like this, and this was just an outlier right here. But it's hard to depict the Ethereum descending fractal, which is why I'm not really focusing on Ethereum as much as I am Bitcoin, as well as XRP and the S&P 500. These three look the best: S&P, Bitcoin, XRP, which is why I'm focusing on these for the most part here. Now, I do believe that this week, especially today, seeing how we close today, should really depict how we move forward within some of these major cryptocurrencies. We could see XRP exploding to the upside, dumping to the downside, Ethereum exploding or dumping, Bitcoin, as well as S&P 500, depending on how we decide to trade, which is extremely important if you ask me, because this will really say, hey, if Bitcoin can finally break through this major resistance, we're finally going to get some volume that we've been so desperately waiting for, and we could easily see prices swing all the way back up, which at some point is going to happen, to 37K, if not all the way up to 40K, which is extremely exciting if you ask me. Now, with that all being said, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, before we jump into the technical analysis, I just want to let you guys know I have started my new finance channel here. We're at 430 subs. I am going to be doing a giveaway for, I'm not sure what, probably money, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, so definitely make sure to check that out. As you guys can see, I post pretty much all my finance videos here. Now, typically, I don't post finance videos on my crypto channel, but I've always wanted to, so that's why I started this new channel right here that I am posting everything about finance, the economy, how to invest, things of that nature. So definitely make sure to check this out, link down in the description below. Now, moving forward within today's video, you can see the crypto markets are actually doing pretty well. We're up 5% to the day here, where we see Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, XRP, even Cardano is blowing up 12% here. A lot of the cryptos are starting to skew and swing back to the upside, which is quite exciting here. Now, you can see things like XRP and Ethereum and even Bitcoin are starting to get little amounts of volume here. Now, honestly, yesterday's video, we had thought we would probably, trade a little bit longer until maybe next week into the 15th before we see some sort of movement here, because we have this big sideways channel that we've been trending in and are still pretty much trending in for the past 28 days. It's been a month now of just sideways movement, zero volume, no liquidity to trade here. And you can see we have finally come back up once again to retest resistance. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to break bullish, doesn't necessarily mean we're going to break bearish. We could easily hit off that and fill in the gap here, but we are getting very close, and that's exciting to me because we've retested this resistance on numerous occasions here. This is going to be the third retest where prices are going to be determined. You can see if we can close above this major resistance here, close above it. We close, let's say, the price of Bitcoin at $32,000, 32.6. There's a very big chance we will immediately reverse up to these levels, a target price of $40,000. Now, obviously, this is all anticipated, and this is all worked in with how we start to see trades moving forward, especially within the S&P. You can see we are very much so undervalued, and it appears that we've maybe bounced off finally a major support. It's been a very long time since we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 weeks in a row of down markets within Bitcoin. So it seems like we found some sort of bottom. This was the lowest point here. We were pretty much mapping this out. We thought it would be here. And this is typically because we closed the daily candles above there. But you can see we have wicked below it in the past, marking this as pretty much the lowest point before we dive bomb to the downside here to 20K and then all the way down to 10K here. There's really not much more supports holding the prices up. So the fact that we are bouncing off this is an extremely exciting movement for Bitcoin in regards to mapping out how much higher we could go to or how much lower, finding that bottom here, especially because we were pretty close to being oversold. There's a good chance we could reverse off this. There's also a chance we could just bounce off 40K and then correct back down. Who knows from here on out. And I do think we have another year and a half of this crappy market here, so we might actually see another low point very soon, you know, given the next couple of months here for Bitcoin specifically. Now you can see here for Bitcoin we are retesting that resistance, so really we are going to buy in depending on how we close this candle, whether that's today or the next couple of days. We close above this point right here at 32.6, we buy in for a long. We close below major support at 28K, we buy in for a short with expectations of swinging down like $23,000. This can also be applied to XRP. We didn't have the big like tick up today that Bitcoin had, although that doesn't necessarily mean we could. The difference between Bitcoin is Bitcoin, where it currently is, has a downtrend and the sideways channel. Now XRP also has a downtrend and a sideways channel, except we're much farther out than the downtrend. So we could break through here, but I wouldn't buy in just because we broke through. Wait for the confirmation, which is above 45 or 4.46, 46 cents. If we can close at like 47, 48, this would be prime opportunity to see a potential run back up to 62 cents. Ideally, that would give XRP a run, and we're going to buy in, let's say, right when we break through here. So about as high as a 50% jump, which is pretty substantial. There's a lot of movement and money to be made in XRP, even in these down markets, but it all comes down to if we can break through the top resistance or through the bottom support. So we buy in for a short at 37 cents. We buy in for a long above 45 cents, 46 cents in that zone. And that's what we really have to be looking at here. Now, obviously, we'll be doing all of our trades on Bityard, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging website that I like to use here on the channel. This is because they offer things like Bitcoin, Ethereum, even XRP, and even altcoins like Shiba Inu and Doge all over here, tons of different ones. And, you know, it's completely free to use. You can use the exchange here. Now, obviously, they do offer very small fees or take very small fees, but you can make up for those fees too. When you click on mystery box, you can earn some free crypto as well as daily mine cryptocurrency, which is super cool. And if you just want to like learn how to trade with the website, just click on demo account and you actually get like 100K in Monopoly money to trade around and test your skills, which is really cool and benefits a lot of people. So you don't actually have to lose money. You can practice getting familiar with the website, practice leverage trading. You know, if you can get 5 or 6 consecutive, you know, rights, there's a good chance you might be able to get the 7th or 6th one right too, which is kind of the logic I used until I was getting good and making profitable trades. Then I started to use real cryptocurrency. So definitely, you know, think about it. Check that. Check this website out. Also linked down in the description. And lastly, for the S&P 500, you know, we still have lots and lots and lots of time to be, you know, to be waiting before we see any sort of significant break to the upside here. This is, if anything, a relief rally, if not a continuation in the bear market. I mean, nothing has really been a positive, you know, reaction just yet, especially because we're still seeing things like every week I go out and look at the gas prices and it's higher than the last week. And this is Florida, which is still cheaper than like Long Island. But, you know, just 2 weeks ago, we were at $4.50 for regular. And here we are at $4.75, 25-cent increase in 2 weeks, which is absurd. And now we have new laws being passed that would add E15 gas into your gas to be sold, which would, you know, perform worse than your current just regular gas here. But, you know, they're adding this so it can be cheaper, just ethanol. But it's crazy what's going on right now. So there's a chance we could recover a little bit here, but in a continued correction to the downside, I'm not so sure. Otherwise, that's going to wrap up today's video. Definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.